Good afternoon and welcome to GrainTV. Today is May 4th, 2012. I'm Abby Schmaltz and to my right is Cody Bills. Cody, let's jump into the quote board here today. Old crop corn was up 5 3/4, old crop soybeans up 4 3/4, new crop corn down 5 1/4, and new crop soybeans down 1. Quite the volatile day. What happened?
Well, it was the outside markets that pulled the grains lower in the early part of the trade. We saw U.S. non-farm payrolls come out, and they really dragged on equities and oil. Oil was down over 4%, and Dow was down over 100. However, corn and soybeans in the old crop showed the remarkable ability to rebound and close in the positive. Take a look at the July soybean contract. You can see here we have had a very strong uptrend. The yellow line is the trend line support that I drew, and the blue line here, if we zoom in a little closer, the blue line is a 20-day moving average. So the bottom line is we seem to continue to have this higher highs, higher lows, and today it looked like we put a little bit of a bottom in here right around the support level. We'll have to see, but it looks like this thing could move higher, retest 15 again. If you look at wheat, it's a very different story here. You can see we've traded down for a long period of time, seemed to consolidate right around that $6.60 level. We cupped down over, tried to test 613, our previous low. Today we broke through it, we traded down, and we closed below it. So I'm concerned that because that critical support level was broken, there's a good chance we could start another leg lower. We'll have to see how this trade pans out in the earlier part of next week and see if we can stay below the 613, which would confirm that I think that we'd be moving lower. You know, the futures market has been pretty darn volatile. Abby, what have we seen in the cash market?
Well, so far this week, corn was up 2 cents across the country. Ethanol plants and river terminals were up 3 cents. Iowa was a big push this week, up 5 cents. One point to notice is that the spot corn right now is sitting at 6 cents above that July contract.
That's pretty interesting. If you take a look actually at this map, this is what I kind of found interesting, is that the Gulf really didn't seem to change a whole lot. No. However, the upper part of the rivers here, you know, the upper parts up in this area, it seemed to be positive. Seems to have a little bit of opportunity out there for producers. So if you're near the river area and you're looking for some opportunities to sell your grain, it looks like last week you were presented with those opportunities. What have we seen in soybeans?
Well, soybeans this week was relatively unchanged, only up ½ cent. Soybean crushing facilities were down 1 cent, and river terminals remained unchanged. There was really not that much movement across the country, except for the Gulf was up 4 cents, but we didn't really see that move up the rivers.
Yeah, we'll have to see next week to see if that strength in the Gulf will start to ripple up the rivers, but that is yet to be determined. Hey, if you have any questions about what you saw today, what we talked about, give us a call, 877-472-4607. We'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Have a great weekend.